120 years ago, when people wanted to send us a letter, all they had to do was write Coors, Golden, Colorado on the envelope. That'll still work today. So if you want to drop us a line about beer or baseball or whatever, it'll get here. Honest.
If you are willing to give up AT&T quality on a business call to Milan, another company's rate would save you 16 lira. In your money, that's about 1 cent?
Leaving AT&T doesn't make a lot of sense.
If this reminds you of the productivity in your office, get the copier's Fired Lab is their highest rating for uptime. Meet us and get productive.
This is your life, and not a bad one at that. You find the things that work for you, and you stick with them. Like your Toyota Extra Cab Deluxe. It has the power and the payload you need. Plus the reputation for dependability, that's a well-known fact. All the signs of a great relationship.
They're the heroes of our century. And for one night only,
Arnold Palmer does it
they
again.
come together for a once-in-a-lifetime event. America honors the great one. Join President and Mrs. Clinton for the National Sports Awards in 2 weeks on NBC.
When I hit 100,000 miles, I was driving home from a bat cave where I just seen 6 million bats.
I'd say it would be...
When I hit 200,000 miles, I was on my way to a 100th birthday party.
Actually,
Okay, it happened right where the fence starts on the Lamont Bridge.
I don't remember the specific place I was at.
Where were you when your Toyota truck hit 100, 200, 300,000 miles or more? Tell us about it.
I never started really paying attention to mileage until it reached about 400,000.
A group of transplant recipients. A team of firefighters. An on-court college reunion after 35 years. These are just some of the people playing in Hoop It Up, the world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament. See their stories and more Sunday on NBC.
Let's go, guys and gals. Hoop it up now.
One of the most innovative real estate companies in America. The leader in individual life insurance. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
I'm writing because I have a very close friend who's being verbally abused by her parents. They tell her she's a failure, no good, and stupid. I told her to talk to the school counselor, but she's afraid her parents will find out and make things worse for her. She has thought about suicide many times, but someone was always there to convince her otherwise. I just worry that one day there won't be anyone there.
In a world of 5 or 50 or even 500 channels, there is still only one channel where millions share a laugh with Seinfeld. Only one channel where you wake up with the Today Show and go to bed with the Tonight Show. Only one channel with the big events, the NBA Finals, Wimbledon, and the Super Bowl. That channel is NBC. Still the place to be.
It's 8 o'clock now, right? Yeah. The truck wouldn't start. And the lights worked, but the engine wouldn't turn over. So I figured it must be the starter, right? Well, I went to AutoZone. They said, let's test it. Turns out it was okay. So we tested my battery and found that it just didn't have enough juice to crank it. Now get this. I didn't have to spend a dime, because they even charged my battery for free. That kind of service? Hey, you just can't beat it. 5, 4, 5.
Arby's announces their 5 for $5 roast beef deal. Now get 5 regular roast beef sandwiches for just $5. 5, 4, 5. That's 5 lean oven-roasted roast beef sandwiches with tangy Arby's sauce or creamy horsey sauce.
5, 4,
All for just $5 for a limited time. Now, what was that deal again? See you at Arby's, where different is good.
How do you define value? Is it just a great price? Or does value mean getting a truck with the best mileage, the best resale value, and more standard horsepower than Ford? That's the way Chevrolet defines a rock-solid value. And right now, there's no finer example than the Chevy CK. Oh, and for that great price, go see your North Alabama Chevy deal dealers today.
The final chapter of a local political scandal. Details after the game.
Look, it's big shot lawyers.
Put the gas roping back on.
Let's watch, folks.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his fast boat. Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big rich tax attorney.
This is some beer.
Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Trying to save pennies per call with another 800 service. A furniture company can lose 66 calls a year. At $200 a call, they could lose an arm and a leg. One of the 800 reasons is to choose AT&T 800 service, the best in the business.
Over the years, Ford gained a lot of expertise in building tough, durable, dependable trucks. Today's Ford full-size pickups are more stylish, more comfortable, more powerful, but they're still tough and dependable. And of all the pickups sold over the last 15 years, there are more Ford full-size pickups still on the road than any other maker.
Turn to CNBC every night for Steals and Deals, the only cable show looking out for you. Janice Lieberman and a team of consumer experts hunt out the best deals and expose the latest ripoff. Steals and Deals only on CNBC, cable's money and talk channel.
They're the heroes of our century. And for one night only,
Arnold Palmer does it
they
again.
come together for a once-in-a-lifetime event. America honors the great one. Join President and Mrs. Clinton for the National Sports Awards in 2 weeks on NBC. NBA Inside Stuff, Saturdays on NBC.
At Ford, we know the most effective advertising doesn't come over the airwaves. It comes over the back fence. Or a cup of coffee. When friends and neighbors share stories about things they like. Friends telling friends how much they like their Ford Escort helped make Escort America's best-selling small car. And the small car with the most repeat buyers. Advertising like that can't be bought. It has to be earned. Ford Escort. Have you driven a Ford lately?
A new chapter has begun in Merrill Lynch's history in Asia. We are the first American securities firm invited to open an office in mainland China. Being there gives our financial consultants a different perspective, which makes a difference for our clients. The difference is Merrill Lynch.
Wouldn't it be great if you were stranded on a desert island?
Oh, with a beautiful woman named Betty.
Cool.
And while scouting the island, you were suddenly surrounded by you. But then they noticed you're huge. You, great one. Ooga booga. So they gave you gifts. Keystone, Keystone Light, and Keystone Dry. Specially lined for really smooth. Bottle bit paint. They can. Waiting time.
Wouldn't that be great?
Next Thursday. Next Thursday.
There ought to be a stat for desire. They could figure out a formula for it. Number of times a player dives for a loose ball, plus the number of times he took a charge, multiplied by the number of times he ignored pain. They could put it in the papers. The 10 guys who play with the most desire. Hopefully, they spell my name right.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Hold on to your butt.
Where extinction ends.
Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think they should.
Adventure begins.
You love our
Universal Pictures presents a Steven Spielberg film. Clever girl. Jurassic Park, rated PG-13, now playing at theaters everywhere.
Who's the final judge and jury of truck quality? Truck owners. That's why over 14,000 truck owners of every make were asked to judge the quality of their trucks. The verdict? Ford trucks are the best-built trucks. It's been that way 12 years running, and that's the way it'll stay.
The best-built, best-selling American trucks are built Ford trucks.
Braun Flex Control. The first electric shaver with a pivoting head. It automatically adjusts to every contour of your face. Flex Control from Braun. Braun, the last word in shavers.
In Jurassic Park, dinosaurs are armed and loose, but at McDonald's you'll find them. It's Jurassic Park Electric Cup. Get one free when you buy a large drink or Dino-sized extra value meal. But catch them quick, before they're extinct.
Sunday, the special time.
How often did you have sex with Dr. Meade?
A twisted psychiatrist programs her patient's murder. Law and Order, NBC Sunday at 10, 9 Central.